Hello all, as a continuation of my lecture series in mechanical design of transmission lines and grounding, so we have already seen a lecture introduction about the introduction about the transmission lines and its main components. So what is the purpose of the mechanical design? So in this video, we will be seeing about some other components in general, the factors affecting mechanical design of the overhead lines. So what are all the factors that affects uh, mechanical design of the overhead lines are character of the line route, type of supporting structure which we are going to use, grade of construction, conductors, what type of insulators which we are going to use, and mechanical loading. So the mechanical design is dependent on all these: character of line route, types of supporting structure, grade of construction, conductors, type of insulators, and mechanical loading. We will see in detail. So what first one is properties of conductor. The conductor material used for transmission and distributing electrical power should have the following properties. So any material, if we take, the property is very important, which we have to see based on the application. So what type of application which we are going to use that particular conductor, so that property should satisfy for the particular material, so that it will be easy for us to use. So it should have high electrical conductivity. So if a conductor is chosen to transmit electrical power, it should have high electrical conductivity. It should have high tensile strength in order to withstand mechanical stress, and low cost so that it can be used for long distances, and low specific gravity so that weight per unit value is small. So the metal which possess the above properties are copper, aluminum and steel. So before we transmit electrical power, we have to use a conductor to transmit electrical power. So that conductor should have following properties like high electrical conductivity, high tensile strength to withstand mechanical stress, and low cost so that it can be used for long distances, and low specific gravity so that weight per unit value is small. So these are all the main properties of a conductor. So what are all the material that satisfies the particular properties are copper, aluminum and steel. So we all know mainly we use copper for electrical power transmission. Coming to types of conductor. So we have copper, aluminum and steel. So first we will deal with copper. So the copper is the most common conductor used for transmission and distribution, and it is a hard drawn copper because it is twice as strong as soft drawn copper. So we have two types of copper, like soft drawn and hard drawn copper. Compared to soft drawn copper, hard drawn copper is twice as strong, and it stretches to a much lesser extent than the soft drawn copper. So in an overhead transmission line, we tightly pin the copper wire in two places, two poles. So compared to soft drawn copper, this is lesser extent. This will stretch to a lesser extent, so that we choose hard drawn copper. So merits of copper conductor. So what are all the advantages using copper conductor is the conductivity of copper depends upon the percentage of impurities present in it. So if more the impurities, then the conductivity will be lesser. It has higher current density, so that given current rating, lesser cross-sectional area of conductor is required. So since it has a higher current density, we require a conductor which has a lesser cross-sectional area. The metal is quite homogeneous. It has low specific resistance, so the current passing through it will be higher. As we all know, Ohm's law defines, since if the resistance is I is equal to V by R. So if resistance increases, the current value will decrease. So if resistance decreases, the current value will increase. So it should have a low specific resistance in order to transmit the current through it. It is durable and have higher scrap value. So if you are going to replace the copper with aluminum or steel, then this the scrap value will be much higher. So this copper wire is used. So coming to the assessment, which type of material is very useful in electrical engineering for a transmission and distribution of electrical energy is high resistivity and high conductivity, low resistivity and low conductivity, but we need resistance should be low but conductivity should be high. This type of material will be very useful for transmission and distribution purpose. So low resistance means it transfers more current and high conductivity is needed. The bundled conductors can be formed from two or more stranded conductors to increase the line inductance, communication line interference, current carrying capacity. So to increase the current carrying capacity. So in this video we have seen about the types of conductors, and particularly we have discussed about the copper conductor. Thank you.